Two dart-throwing robots are being tested for how consistently they hit a target. The results are shown in the dot plots, and each dot represents the distance in centimeters from the bullseye for one throw. So I don't know, maybe a positive number is to the right or to the left. I guess it's a circular bullseye, but well, let's just say we can be to the right or the left of this thing. And so we have the two distributions, and now they are asking us which statement is true about the two robots' performance. So pause this video, have a go at that before we do this together. All right, statement A says robot X is more consistent because the data has a greater spread. So it is true that the word consistent, if something is consistent, it normally has less. We are told two dart-throwing robots are being tested for how consistently they hit a target. The results are shown in the dot plots. Each dot represents the distance in centimeters from the bullseye for one throw. And I guess they're measuring to the right or the left. That's why we can have these negative numbers or these positive numbers. I'll just assume that. Now, they're giving us a bunch of statements, and we have to pick which one is correct. So pause this video, have a go at that before we do this together. All right, let's go through each of these statements. Robot X is more consistent because the data has greater spread. Now, that doesn't sound right, because if you are more consistent, that's not because you have greater spread. It's because, and this is a two-way arrow, you have less spread. So robot X actually is more consistent because if you notice its spread, they both hit the target exactly 3 times. So they hit the target exactly 3 times. Now robot X has 4 that were 1 less than the target. I guess we could say 1 to the left. And then it has 4 hits that were 1 to the right. While robot Y, you might say, okay, they only had 2 of each of those. But the other 2 were actually even further away. If these were over in this column right over here, then they would be equally consistent. But the ones that are not there are further away. So robot Y is less consistent because it has more spread. So let's see, we know it's not that one. Robot Y is more consistent because the data has greater spread. It does have greater spread, but it's actually less consistent. Both robots are equally consistent? Nope, that's not right. Let's see, because they are both centered around the same distance from the bullseye. It is true that their means, both of these look like their means will be right at hitting the bullseye, but that doesn't talk about consistency. They might have the same mean, but robot Y is definitely less consistent. Robot X is more consistent, yep, because the data has a smaller spread. Yep, we like that one.